Check out my sweet new ride. This is a hydrogen fuel cell car. So what's so cool about that? We're gonna go find out.
It's a car of the future, only here, that future is now. This is the California Fuel Cell Partnership, a place that spent the past 10 years working to get these babies to the market.
The Electron.
Catherine Dunwoody is the executive director.
This is a fully electric vehicle. There's no combustion happening in this car, so there's no emissions.
It's simple. These cars don't use fossil fuels, so they don't pollute. And here's the proof. That's water you see coming out of the tailpipe.
Fuel cell vehicles are one way that we can address a lot of different issues that face our world today. They can reduce our dependency on oil, they can improve our local air quality so we can all breathe easier, and they can help us address global climate change by reducing greenhouse gas emissions.
So, what is hydrogen? It's the simplest gas known to man.
Hydrogen is very safe. In fact, we use a lot of hydrogen today. Most of the hydrogen that we use in our country is used to make gasoline.
In this case, hydrogen is used to carry electricity, and it doesn't need much help to do it.
A fuel cell is an electrochemical device that actually takes hydrogen from a fuel tank on board the vehicle, combines it with oxygen from the air, and produces electricity as you drive the car.
So this car has no engine.
Right. This does not burn any fuel. What happens is the electricity that's generated from the fuel cell stack travels up to kind of the brains of the system, which tells the electricity where to go. So most of the electricity here is going to go to the electric motors to drive the car. And so there is no engine. It's all electric drive, electric motors, very efficient. So you don't have to plug in a fuel cell to recharge it. You simply refuel with hydrogen. As long as there's hydrogen in the tank, the fuel cell will create the electricity.
Okay, now for the not so hard part. How to fill her up.
You just open up the fueling area, and it looks a little different than the connector you see on a gas car. This is actually a totally sealed connection, so there won't be any vapors released, there's no smell, there's no drips with this fuel. What we do is we just take the nozzle off the station, and you can see this too looks a little different. It's going to form a tight seal so the hydrogen can go directly into the tank. Just lock this thing on, and the fueling begins.
Whoa.
Now the big question, why we aren't seeing more of these on the roads? For one, fuel cells still cost a lot to produce, and you have to produce a lot of them to fuel big fleets of cars. They want to make storage more lightweight too. Automakers expect to see a lot more of these on the roads by 2015.
Well, I think what's most interesting for young people is to see the future of driving, and that these are the cars that perhaps not right when you get your driver's license, but down the road as young adults and as you start building your families and your careers, you will be driving or can be driving hydrogen fuel cell vehicles.
So it's time for me to do some zero emissions driving. I'm Adam with Eco Company, and I'll catch you later.